Hello everyone. So today I wanted to talk about this. Who watch this? This is what I want us to talk about. Watch this.
9 opposition leaders have today held a closed-door meeting in Nairobi to deliberate on the fast approaching election day in 2027. The meeting that brought new entrants into the opposition fold, including former Interior CS Dr. Fred Matiangi, is viewed as the first step in the making of a new opposition coalition to face off with President William Ruto in the 2027 general elections. Steve Leto has the details.
The opposition leaders were brought together by their convener and PLP leader Karua to what was touted as a consultative breakfast meeting. Dr. Fred Matiangi was one of the invited opposition figures, as well as former cabinet secretaries Justin Muturi and Mithika Linturi. The closed-door meeting that lasted hours, sources say, deliberated on the fast-approaching electioneering period, with all the leaders agreeing to board the Ruto must-go bandwagon. The meeting also mooted plans to sway the youth vote to their advantage as they seek to ride on the Gen Z wave to unseat President William Ruto from power. The current meeting did not have any media invitation, but only released a joint statement signed.
Yes, there was a meeting between the so-called opposition leaders as at now. Remember, Raila is no longer in the opposition, as much as he's saying that he's still in the opposition. So Karua, Eugene, Kalonzo, Gachagua, Linturi, Muturi, and this Matiangi, and everyone else, they met. They had a closed door meeting, strategizing on how they are going to remove Ruto from the office. This union, this coalition or whatever it is a joke. And I'll tell you why it's a joke. Because this thing, the only person who is strong there is Gachagua and Kalonzo. The rest are just joyriders. And most of you people attacked me last time when I told you that Matiangi is not going to be president. Matiangi cannot be president unless he's backed up by Raila and all the other strong people that are behind him. The issue here is Gachagua willing to back up Matiangi? Is Raila willing to back up Matiangi? If Matiangi gets a proper backing, then he can win this thing. But otherwise, whatever I'm seeing, this union, these people will disintegrate up and mbele. Because they also know that they are weak. The way they are, they know that they are weak. Anyway, guys, before I go into a lot of details and everything, if you are coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do that. Na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Okay. Thank you for everyone who subscribe, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Nyinyi ndo mnafanya hii channel ina grow for the support you are giving. Anyway, guys, back to my video. So guys, I was saying that this coalition or whatever formation it is, this coalition cannot beat William Ruto. Because number one, these guys will unaona hivi wote. There are a few, majority of them cannot stand against William Ruto. Not even William Ruto, even Raila Odinga alone in the ballot na washinde. Because they don't have a following. They don't have real supporters. And today we are going to look at each one of them. Okay, let us look at someone like Mother Karua. Mother Karua is a very strong candidate. She's someone who is very principled, and if he's given reins of power, this lady can do wonders. But Kenyans have rejected her for a very long time. Even when she stood alone, she never got any vote, any significant vote. She got around 60,000 votes when he stood for the president. Later, when he went to be the Raila's deputy, he still did not give Raila votes in Mount Kenya. So, Gachagua and Karua is not somebody that you can rely that is going to mobilize people to vote for you. I think for Gachagua, for Karua as a politician, her career as a politician is a bit shaky. I feel where she deserves, she's like and Matiangi are the same. Anyway, guys, let's move to the next person. Let's look at somebody like Eugene. Eugene has no support. In fact, Eugene is a party leader of a party whereby one of his members, which is now Natembea, is more popular than him. Eugene cannot mobilize people to vote for you. That is the reality. So Eugene is out of the question. Huyu si mtu unategemea atakuletea votes za Waluya. He can't. Because if winning a parliamentary seat for him is a challenge. He doesn't win. So how do you expect him to give you votes? Let's go to the next person. I don't want to speak about Linturi and Muturi and Linturi. Those ones what are to watoe. Because those ones I don't think, I told you last time that Muturi just wants to joyride. Muturi is joyriding because I think he's looking for a governor's seat in 2027. Linturi you cannot mention. We are not we cannot even, when it comes to national politics, they are very much insignificant. I will go to the next person. The next person here is none other than Matiangi. Matiangi is another version of Mother Karua. Matiangi cannot marshal support nationally. And you know, this Matiangi presidency, the people who have been pushing it was none other than the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs are the one who started this conversation of Matiangi. And from there, political parties have picked up that idea of Matiangi presidency and everything. So initially, Matiangi he has never mentioned that he wants to be president anywhere, or he wants to run for that seat anywhere. So Matiangi is someone who still we can't place him on the presidential race because for number one, he has not declared his interest. So it's someone that is being pushed by people. So yeye mwenyewe hajakaa chini akasema mimi nataka kuwa president. So it's someone who is still weighing his options. That can I go for it? Can I not? And people are pushing him like Uhuru and you believe they are pushing the Matiangi presidency. But Matiangi, generally speaking, Matiangi is not a politician. Matiangi is not someone who can stand on top of, because being a politician sometimes you have to lie, you have to know how to attack, you have to know how to counter attack and so many other things. I don't think Matiangi has that spirit. Matiangi is just someone who just want to work, just want to see things are done. That's the same person with Mother Karua. And that's why Mother Karua keep losing election. Because Mother Karua doesn't know how to lie. He doesn't know how to lie. It's not in his DNA or whatever shape or form. And that's why every time he comes out, either second or he always lose the election. So that's what another big thing for Matiangi. Matiangi will not be president. I know most of you people are still, I said it last time, you people attacked me, you called me a government mole, you called me all sort of things. No problem. I'm not a government mole, I'm not a nini, me I'm not working for anybody. But I'm telling you that Matiangi cannot be president. And especially our people from the Kisii region. Kindly understand this. Matiangi cannot be president with those votes that you people will give him alone. He needs people in other, he needs to convince people from other regions. But Matiangi has not that convincing power. Political convincing power. Wachana his power to perform. We all know Matiangi can perform. That one, no one doubts. No one doubts that Matiangi can perform. But when it comes to now politics, it's different from you performing. Because if you wanted people who can perform, if Kenyans were voting for competency, trust you me, Matiangi could have been on top of the list. And not only Matiangi, so many other leaders. Because we have people who can perform. Another person whose life is at risk is someone like Sifuna. Sifuna can perform very well and he has proved that he can perform. But for Nairobi senator this time around, sidhani kama anaenda kukula. Because people don't look at such things. Kenyans don't look at such things. Now let's go to the next person, Kalonzo. Kalonzo is a strong candidate. Kalonzo has a huge voting block. But Kalonzo is someone who it's very hard to place him anywhere. Because this is a man who is easy to convince to step down for another person. If Raila was able to convince Kalonzo in 2013, in 2017, and in 2022, surely, Raila even made him to come for an interview for a position of a DP. Imagine, of all the things. So, Kalonzo is someone who, even if he's a president right now, kumpelekesha vile mnataka is very easy. So Kalonzo cannot make a good president, because presidents need someone who is firm. It needs someone who knows how to play politics, but it also has a firm. Because Kalonzo has proved over time that he's someone that is not reliable. He's someone that is so easy to convince. He's someone when the pressure is too much, he always sunk to the pressure. And that is why it's very hard to trust Kalonzo. And in terms of support, Kalonzo only has a meaningful support with the Kamba votes. But any support from beyond Kamba region, hakuna, it's zero. So how will he be president with only support from his community? He needs other people to back him up. But the other communities still don't see him as someone who is strong enough who can challenge anybody. Now let's go to Gachagua. Gachagua is a very strong candidate. It's unfortunate that he's not going to be on the ballot. But Gachagua can pose a very strong threat to William Ruto. Because Gachagua is a politician. Gachagua knows how to do politics. Gachagua has a strong backing of Mount Kenya. That if he's going to the ballot, he has around 6 million votes behind him. From the Mount Kenya region alone. Because remember, if he was able to give Ruto all those votes, and now he marshal all those votes ajiweke, plus zile zenye za Raila zikuje kwake. Trust you me, Gachagua is a very, very, very strong candidate. I just don't like how he plays how he talks about tribe so much. I wish he could shed off that thing. And still akaitu sasa pale kwa kupiga national politics. But Gachagua is the only strong candidate in that coalition or in that formation, whatever it is. Gachagua is the only strong candidate. And he's the only one who can challenge Ruto and defeat Ruto in any presidential election. Though he cannot do it alone, he still needs backing from other people, especially from someone like Raila. And that's why you see these people, Gachagua never attacks Raila, because he knows that the options are still open. The options are still open. So Gachagua still waits. I think anagojea tu court case yake ishe, which I think the court can decide to throw the case out. If they throw the case out, then Gachagua is liable, is available to run for 2027 election. Now let's go to the whole of that coalition. Even if they get power, will they change anything? They will not. These are just same old politicians. There's nobody in this set of agreement that is different from the other politicians that are in the Raila Ruto camp. These are just people that are wengi wako nje na they are complaining because hawakuli. They wanna complain because they are not in the government, they are not eating. Let nobody lie to you that these people, that this coalition, this one that will bring change in this country. No. People who have been in politics for the longest time ever, someone like Kalonzo. Kalonzo has been there during Moi's era, during Kibaki's era, during Uhuru's era, and now he's still in this. So don't be lied to that Kalonzo will change anything. Same to Eugene. Eugene is just somebody for the first time is now not in the government. Eugene has been working all along. You get? So all these coalitions, all these people will not bring any change. And even if Matiangi will win the presidency, the interest, because he doesn't have the money to finance his campaign. So the people around him, these are the people that will dictate. The people who sponsor his election bid. These are the people who will frustrate him and he will not be able to deliver. Because for this country to be president and to deliver, you need someone who is not funded by anybody but funded by Kenyans. Like that person, for him to be president, he has to be funded by Kenyans, not by particular individual people. And that's why you see President Ruto is being held hostage. Because so many people funded his election and now they are putting on demands. I think I showed you a clip of a Somali guy saying how they funded Ruto's presidency. And now that's why you see Ruto is giving all these deals and all these good things to the Somali people. So things are changing. I don't think there'll be any change with this set of guys. What we need for this country, after everything that Ruto has passed Kenyans through, we need a new set of leaders. We need a new set of leaders. We need a new set of leaders right from the presidency all the way down to the MCA. We are not supposed to bring the same politicians tumeona. Anyway guys, thank you for this. What do you think about this group, this formation, whatever it is? Me, I know these guys are going nowhere. And these guys, at the end of the day, they will merge up with another person who is stronger. Or another different person. What I know is that whatever it is, in 2027, Ruto is going home. I don't know who is going to stand against Ruto. But whoever will stand against Ruto, and people will feel like he's strong, that person, Kenyans will back him up. Kenyans will back him up 90%. Because Kenyans have no option. Anyone who is saying Ruto kumi bila break are just these bloggers. There are bloggers on this internet. Wametusumbua kila sana kumi bila break. Those are the only people who support people. But go to the ground. No one is talking about that guy. No one even dares to mention his name. Because people are tired. People are not interested in bringing him back again. So let's just wait how it will turn out. But on generally speaking, what do you think about this coalition? Do you think this coalition or this formation will be able to bring any significant change? And who do you think is a strong candidate in this coalition? For me, I don't see anybody except Gachagua, who is number 1, and then followed by Kalonzo. The rest, I don't see anything. Akina Matiangi, sioni. So what do you think? Tell us in the comment section. And if you feel like you want to support this platform, then the till is already there. You can send whatever it is, 10 bob, 20 bob, 30 bob. We'll really appreciate. Thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.
The African Update.